Let's go to Rebecca Mansour. Rebecca, how you doing?
How you doing, Eddie? I have that kid's phone number in my head now.
Rebecca,
for that.
yeah, Rebecca, you're with conservatives4palin.com, and you have really been instrumental in breaking this story out. And this is to deal with Representative Jay Ramras and his stock, his day trading. There is a lengthy article that I have not yet have a chance to totally read, but you really lay out the backstory of it, and then you go in to the meat and potatoes of the story, and that is that he bought $170,000 worth of stock from BP during the same time in which the TransCanada, BP, ConocoPhillips, Denali project, those votes were going on.
Well, it wasn't quite. It wasn't that same time. Here's how it breaks down.
Yeah. Lay that out for us.
Yeah, no problem. What happened is, as you guys know, in May of 2007, Ramras was one of the 59 of the 60 legislators who voted in favor of AGEA. Okay. And then it was in July of 2008, about a year later, that Ramras voted against awarding the AGEA license to TransCanada. Now, right before that happened, that vote, basically, as you'll recall, the Denali pipeline project, which was sponsored by BP and ConocoPhillips, they had basically put in an application to get the AGEA license, and they were rejected because they refused to abide by the AGEA stipulations. And in April of 2008 is when they announced that they were going to do a rival thing. They were going to go separate and do their own thing.
Right.
Well,
Denali was going to be a competing project with TransCanada.
That's right. And in July 22nd, 2008, after this rival pipeline project was announced, that's when the legislators were voting on whether they were going to award the license to TransCanada for AGEA. Jay Ramras voted against that, but he did vote for AGEA. A month later.
Well, hold on. So a lot of people listen to this show; they understand that. But AGEA laid out the playbook for the gas pipeline, and TransCanada was the bid winner out of several people who bid to win the rights to build the pipeline. Now, therefore, BP, ConocoPhillips, the Denali project, they want to build the pipeline, right?
Yeah, they want to basically build one too.
Right.
They want to. It's basically going to boil down to only one of them is going to win in the end, and they're all going to end up merging together. But it's a matter of who's going to win.
And Rebecca, by voting against TransCanada, that would have meant that well, at least that would have pushed a can forward that maybe BP or ConocoPhillips, the Denali project, would have built the pipeline. Would you agree with that?
Well, yeah. Let me just continue what happened in the narrative, though.
All right.
So less than a month after not voting against giving the license to TransCanada, Jay Ramras purchased 3,000 shares of BP stock, which came to a price of about $172,000. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And now that's a significant purchase, right?
Sure. At least it is to me.
Later, very significant. And later in the last legislative session, on March 12th of the last legislative session, he introduced legislation that was aimed at undermining TransCanada as the license holder of AGEA.
And explain to me why you think it was undermining TransCanada.
Well, that's basically the wording. It was asking for a reevaluation of TransCanada and for the state to reconsidering the endorsement of giving TransCanada the license.
Right.
It's basically saying we should take it back.
Okay.
And that's exactly what it was viewed as by everyone. This was not an insignificant little resolution. TransCanada and the Palin administration viewed it immediately as an attack on AGEA and its licensee. And it was significant. Consequent, as an interesting aside, BP's stock actually went up the day that he introduced that bill.
Okay.
It's well established by all of the stock analysts that one of these pipelines is going to end up being the winner, and everybody else is going to have to jump on board with the winner. Okay.
Correct.
And everybody knows that whoever is the winner, their stock is going to end up going up a tick. Okay.
I mean, it should be noted that this is the largest North America project in the in the world. I mean, it's
the largest private energy project in the world.
Right.
I mean, this is like the Trans-Alaska Pipeline times 2, because it's twice as large and it's international. I mean, the Trans-Atlantic Pipeline went through across Alaska, or Trans-Alaskan Pipeline went across Alaska. This one is going across international boundaries. This is a big project. It's not just an Alaskan issue. This is a national issue, and it's a top priority for the Obama administration.
So here the legislature adopts TransCanada because they were the bid winner as the pipeline builder. Then subsequently, Rammers comes in and says, "Oh no, we don't want that. Let's let somebody else do it." So he's undermining, or at least trying to remove TransCanada as the official pipeline bid winner.
Yes, and he's very recently been in the news talking up BP and ConocoPhillips, saying that they, even after Exxon jumped on board with TransCanada, he's still now even talking up BP and ConocoPhillips.
All right. I tell you what. I'm sorry. Maybe I shouldn't. I'm injecting my thoughts into all this. Let me take a break here, Rebecca, and then let's come back and finish the narrative. And so people have a good understanding. We'll spend a little time getting to the substance of this issue so that people have a very good understanding of the timeline and the whole narrative of what has taken place and where we're at today. We'll be right back with Rebecca Mansour from conservatives4palin.com, a well done website. I encourage people to go there and read the whole narrative. It's very interesting and compelling. We'll be right back.